Hello everyone, we're back. Just like we said, we'll be back for some more of the M60 walk. This is Gatley cars, where we finished the last walk, obviously. Today we're going to follow Sharston Link, across the M60 at Rose Hill, past through Didsbury Golf Course, and maybe a little bit further, who knows.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
Let's do it.
I'm ready.
You love a walk, you don't you? Sholton Brook, that on your right hand side.
It leaves.
Oh, but you're a bit big, aren't they?
The rabbit will love that, wouldn't it? Just take it over.
Oh, look at the little robin.
Smells a bit funky, don't it?
It does, and look at the state of these steps in front of you. Goodness gracious. Not how you want to start a walk, is it? Put you off. Jesus. I'm done in already. Look at this nice corridor of trees next to Sharston Link, just to the right. Now, if you look on a map, we are directly south of Manchester city centre here. We're only about 370 metres away from the M60, and I promise you, before long, we will be seeing it again. It smells like the bins, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't there a recycling centre on the other side? That's probably what it is. There it is. Smelly place. We're going to leave this nice bit of woodland now. We're going to cross.
Smelly bin bridge.
Let me check them out. Good job of checks. We have to go down here to get on the road, Longley Lane, to cross the bridge over Sharston Link. Oh, showing foot prickles. Hey, Coral. Hi there. Helicopter, helicopter. Do you take one? Stick them all. Break it in half and lob it in the air.
Got both.
There you go. Well. Look at that, even Lily. Number 537. Looks like a new house just gone up here on the right. Big brother is watching you. It's funny when you walk in places like this, you probably wouldn't put two and two together, that you've driven down this road probably a million times in your life. That's the road that goes to the airport from the M60. Sharston Link. Like it, isn't it? 1930s Art Deco thing. IST Power. Longley Lane Depot. That's the name of the dump here. After we pass the railway bridge here, we're going to take a right through a housing estate. We're just doing the calculations. 7 years back and forth.
7 years back and forth to the
Twice
airport.
a day.
Twice a day there.
Maybe 4 times a week on average.
Yeah.
I'll work it out when I'm doing the editing and just put a subtitle on it.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. A junction box that controls the trains that come past.
Really?
Look at that, fantastic. Tracks and tracks and tracks. Looks like there's been an accident here at some point. Look at the state of the fence. All twisted and warped. Jeez, look at the speed of this little thing. I'll tip over that. Woo!
I genuinely thought they were restricted to like 20 miles an hour.
Sucked it up, mate, innit, bro? Put a big engine in it. So the book talks about Sir Edward Watkin, who was another great man of the Victorian period, someone who made Manchester great. And he lived at a hall called Rose Hill, which is literally now part of this housing estate, having been saved from demolition. It lay derelict for some time. Good old book, full of stuff. Pretty little estate. Another estate with pretty gardens. The route I've decided to follow this morning will take us round here to the left, but in front of us is Rose Hill, so we'll just have a quick wander around to the right and have a look at it. Why not, eh?
Why not?
Back in the day when Mr. Watkins lived here, the view was a whole lot different. Looking out from here, the River Mersey ran just on here. Oh, there's gates. That's about as close as we're gonna get. There you go, Rose Hill. Nice to see that it's been restored and not just knocked down like so many do. But anyway, back in the days, the River Mersey literally came to just at the bottom of the woods here. When the M60 was built, they actually changed the route of the Mersey. So if you can see this blue blob here, this is the extent of where the Mersey came to originally, but now it just runs north of the M60.
How did they stop the river then?
Oh,
Just built a wall?
maybe. My book, which is now back in my bag, also mentions this huge rock here covered in ivy. Not quite sure what that's all about, but there it is.
I don't think it's flats.
I'd imagine so, yeah. And then from the top floor of them flats, you get a great view of the M60. Should we try and sneak up it?
Nope.
It could be at this point that the walk comes to an abrupt end, because we need to take a right and get onto the golf course to cross the motorway over the footbridge.
Why would you surprise me?
Hopefully we can get through here. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh.
You see, this is the path we're on, and that's the footbridge we were aiming for. I don't think this is going to be possible. There's bloody big fences. Fuck a doodle do. See that lovely blue line there? We're going to follow that
Come here, snuggle monkey. Let's have a cuddle.
to the crossing of the M60 and the River Mersey. Hello there. Daddy, say, prior preparation and planning prevents piss poor performance.
Beautiful. You've got all the trees down.
Thinking back to that Taste of Honey film I watched the other week, it made Stockport look a right grim place. I don't know if it was just because it was filmed in black and white, or whether they literally didn't have all the trees and all the greenery that we have nowadays. Milk in the shadow of Bagnall Tower. I'm pretty sure one of our friends has just bought a place in there. Keeps telling us how much he's spending to do it all up. I think they're pretty old, but I think they've been recently done up by the council. I'm supposing we've reached Northenden now. Curious little housing estate, probably 1930s. Hello, pussycat. We've still not actually seen the M60 yet today, but we will. I promise you, we will. Oh. The River Mersey was once one of the most polluted rivers in the world. But if you skip back in time 200 years to, say, 1820, it was actually full of salmon. No, a bit weird, isn't it? And it was only about 20 years ago, at the time that my lovely book was written, that a whole load of works took place in front of the Tatton Arms pub to put in place a salmon ladder. They allow the fish to get upstream, even though there's a weir. It's funny, I'd never really heard of a salmon ladder until last week, because I'm reading a book at the minute called An Experience of Norway, and they get a mention in that. The coral's just like, WTF, what have you spotted? Wow, lovely gardens. What can you hear over to your right, Coral?
Lots and lots of vehicles.
And what are they on?
A motorway.
M60. Woo!
I've been so excited in my life to see a motorway.
Three of them. Not as bad as that one we saw near Dobby's. Silly mummy's dropped the bottle top in the horse's field. We got it. Whew. And horsey comes running over. Quick, get a dock leaf. Here. Rub your sting.
Look at his other eye, he's got a blue eye.
Is it? Let's have a look. Wow, there you are.
Still can't see the frigging motorway.
It's there.
Yeah, but you can't see it, see it there.
A nice little place to live, right next to the River Mersey. which you probably haven't even seen yet. It's just over that wall. Look at that view.
Slippery surfaces, sudden drop, and
Strong currents.
strong currents. Let's not go down there, right?
Just on the other side of this hedgerow on the left is the Tatton Arms, which has been closed since 2008. It's a real shame really, because it looks like a proper good pub. Before the footbridge ahead was built, it was known as the Boathouse. I think it was demolished in the 1890s, rebuilt in its current form in 1895. Here it is. Probably a great place for a bit of urbex. Now what I'm thinking, because the last 2 times when we came down here doing the River Mersey walk, all that section was fenced off. But I believe it's been reopened, so let's cross the footbridge and walk along that side. And I'll show you what the salmon ladder looks like. Look people, M60.
Thank you, my gorgeous. Very round index.
No folly. Some powerful river, that, isn't it? Northenden Weir, Fish Pass. How was the salmon meant to get up that? This reminds me of a place in Germany, the largest waterfall in Europe, the Rheinfall, which I visited in the year 2000. Wow. I always think from that bridge on the M60 you've got a fantastic view, because you can see the old Tatton Arms and the church just at the back. Somehow or other we always seem to end up back at this River Mersey, where it all started 3 years ago. It is, look at all the sand and the pebbles. Just see if we can find any shells.
Hello, duckies.
Oh, this is probably an overflow. Probably when there's floods or something, they probably just open the floodgates here. It's even steeper than at the start of the video. Look at my neck. In days gone by, I believe there was an old mill over on the other side of the river as well, which would have been powered by the River Mersey. 40 an hour so far, Coral. Well done. Well, there you go, guys. This makes up for pretty much 2 videos worth of not seeing any M60 motorway. No trees have been planted. No graffiti down here. You've got Didsbury Golf Club just on the other side as well. Our friend Julie used to run that. Big old wide thing, isn't it?
Look at it, it's not big enough to be a motorway, but then you think, yeah, no.
3 lanes on each side.
Yeah, definitely big enough.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Right, on that point, we'll say goodbye.
Say bye! Bye!
And we'll see you at some point in the near future. Bye bye.